r/AskReddit by Redmond Dts. What's an unspoken rule that everyone learns the hard way after moving in with a romantic partner? People have already said it, but it cannot be stressed enough. You and your partner will have different levels of cleanliness. It doesn't matter how clean you think you are, your partner will almost always have a lower standard or higher standard than you. And you have to compromise. It can't be your way or the highway in either direction. You have to define what clean means for both of you. If you don't agree on the baseline, you will constantly argue about dishes. You don't actually fight about the thing. You fight about the meaning behind the thing. Your daily routines are not going to survive exactly as they were. Both of you are gonna have to compromise and work on new ones together. Everyone needs time alone. It is healthy to have a hobby or activity that doesn't involve your partner. It is perfectly healthy to be in the same room and do separate things without interacting with each other. There are ifs, whats and buts to everything I've stated, but just understand that spending intentional, quality time with your partner is just as important as spending quality time with yourself and your interests or hobbies. It's a slippery road to frustration and resentment when you spend every waking hour with another person. Don't wait until you start getting annoyed by little things they do. Take a walk, read a book, play a game, and more importantly, encourage them to do the same. What items are you allowed to take from home for various reasons, and what items should always stay home? My partner has taken a can opener to work, and it drove me nuts looking for it, thinking to myself that this damn thing could certainly not have disappeared like that. Little did I know it did vanish from the home. Agree ahead of time whether it's okay to talk to the other person if they're in the bathroom. My ex would try to read me memes from the toilet. Meanwhile, I'm a don't speak to me unless the house is on fire shitter. There's no such thing as common sense. Common sense to you is not necessarily someone else's experiences. Also, it doesn't matter how long or how close you are with a person. People are not mind readers. Use your words, communicate. You are now with them all the time. When apart, you can plan and make everything ready for their arrival. You can clean the toilet or take out the trash, and they wouldn't know it's the first time that's happened in 2 weeks. When you live together, that can't be hidden. Each other's non-negotiables gotta match up. That's exactly what I was going for. If one doesn't want kids, but the other doesn't care, cool. If one does, and the other doesn't, issue arises. Figure out what bedtime means. Some people always want to go to bed at the same time as their partners. Others prefer more independence. If you have different needs for this, it has to be figured out early, or resentment will build up. Also, what does the bedtime and sleeping environment look like? A fan running or windows open? Full silence and darkness like a sensory deprivation tank? What if one of you snores? You will never be more angry at a person you love than lying in bed, trying to fall asleep, and not being able to because they like to sleep cold, and you can't get your feet to unfreeze. Agreeing on a guest policy. Someone is always going to be more social than the other, and it's important to define boundaries around how many people can come over and how often, with how much notice, and how much the significant other is expected to interact with your friends. When your partner asks you where the remote is for the TV, they're sitting on it. That's all, folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.